Hey everybody, D Amazing here, reviewing Tiger the Dark from the series Tiger Mask Double, the sequel series of Tiger Mask. So let's get started on the duo protagonist slash anti-hero. So yeah, overall Tiger the Dark is a repaint of Tiger Mask, but overall it stands for something else in the series, but that's a whole different issue. I want you guys to go out and watch it. But just like Tiger Mask, as far as articulation goes, I've been really enjoying the fighting bodies because they bring something different to the table that we've been getting, that you see in the WWE figures and their potential, and you also see in the Street Fighter stuff. But having it here and doing it on something that kind of, which you need the fighting body for, is actually really cool. So I'm really enjoying the fact that we're actually getting a bunch of cool stuff. And you can actually do tons of things articulation wise to it. And that's why I'm going straight to it, because if you saw Tiger Mask, you already know what you're kind of getting into, but I'm going to show you guys again. Because these figures actually don't come with much, so the way to review them best is to talk about how they're different. So articulation wise, you actually get a ton of stuff, and that snapped out because I went a little too far. But like, let's say you want to do like a high jump kick or a side kick, you can actually balance the character just enough so that it shows and it does it. So this is actually really cool. So a high jump kick, a high boot, a side kick, all these things can be done if you balance the figure out well enough, and voila. Oh, that one kind of fell over. But when you lose the ankle pivot, not the ankle pivot, sorry, when you lose the toe pivot, you actually gain a little bit more subtlety and balance. So that's actually really good. And one of the things I really like about this, even with Tiger the Dark, is that they give you the Kaneko Man hands that open. It's really nice to cover that. But just in case you didn't see the Tiger Mask review, basically you get the butterfly joint, you get the wrist forearm swivel. It's double jointed, so it can actually come all the way around. And this can actually rotate still as well. You get really high range of motion in the leg because it's double jointed. Rotates all the way using the WWE new ankle swivel as well as ankle pivot. And actually works on a joint. You can actually rotate the thigh in as well and pull it out. So there's actually tons of motion in the body. And I like that the fighting bodies are giving you that range of motion. That way you can do tons of cool things and not make it look awkward. Even with the bricks and articulation, there's not much to really worry about. And I really like that a lot. One of the things that only hold Tiger the Dark back is the fact that his hair kind of gets in the way. But they give you plenty of ab crunch going back and forward to not have to worry about the head actually going too far back. So that's actually really cool. So there's not too much to worry about. He doesn't come with a cape like Tiger Mask. But the only difference between the two outside of the color swap is that Tiger the Dark actually wears a t-shirt, Tiger Mask does not, and he doesn't come with a cape. But I'm going to stand the two next to each other. Give me 1 second. So you guys can see that they're color palettes of each other. One is blue and gold, the other is red and black. They work really well being compared to each other. So yeah. I really enjoy this line a lot. I'm really hoping for a Tiger the Third. The series was really dope. I can't recommend it enough. These are one of the things that I really enjoy about it, is that it's just sculpted so very nice. It may not be exactly like the anime, but it's definitely worthy because of the fighting bodies doing so well. Height-wise, as you know, they tower over the other figures and actually a lot taller. So even with Goku's hair up, you can see shoulder-wise, he's actually much taller. So that's actually really cool. Then when you compare him to other more American figures, you have the Mezco cap. And we'll do my custom blind spot. Sorry about that. Gotta blow away the dust. I got dust in my figures. So as you can see, he still actually stands well in scale. And then the first thing you guys see when you think of these guys is, I want a King or Armor King custom. Those guys are actually based off of these guys. So that actually makes it even cooler. And I enjoy things like that. Here he is next to articulated icons, which size-wise, they all look really good. Tiger the Dark actually scales really well with a bunch of other lines and blends in well with the American stuff as well. Here he is next to two other figures that use the fighting body, which is both Ryu and Rock, and I really enjoy it. So even though the muscle mass is different, they've managed to blend them and make them look familiar enough so that way, even if you use them together in things, they wouldn't look that different, and I really like that. And just like I compared it to Tiger Mask, Budo, it's really big. He towers over Tiger the Dark, even standing right next to him. So even if they did a tag team, that'd be really dope. Maybe I'll do it in photos. But yeah, overall, I'm really excited. I hope we get a Tiger the Third. I hope we actually even get other characters from the line, especially the female characters. Really looking forward to that. So that would be really dope. One of the things I like to show off is balance. And I tried it a few times to do the powerbomb move, and it just, for some reason, I couldn't get it to hold anymore. But I am going to try some other moves, like let's try a torture rack on Tiger Mask. So we'll do Tiger the Dark, and we'll do a torture rack move. And this is what I was saying about the rotation of the arms and things like that. You can actually do a lot. Sorry about that. For some reason, my stuff went AWOL. I was working on a torture rack, so I'm going to just blend that in. For some reason, I don't know why my machine is malfunctioning, so I'm sorry about that. We were working on a torture rack, but that didn't really work out. But let's actually try something else. Let's do a power bomb, where he has to hold up the body. Let's see if I can make this work. And I've tried this several times. I've actually made it work with all balance. But I've been testing my luck lately. It actually didn't work out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make something different work. Let's try a running power bomb. I'm going to add to the flame of fury here. Let's try it on 1 foot, actually. Let's be extreme. We're going to try it on 1 foot, where he holds it. And if it holds, I'm a genius. If it doesn't, I'm probably a madman. Let's see if it's going to hold it, guys. Hold on. I know we can do this. I know we can. So voila. So this is what I was talking about, balance. You practice enough and you can get it done. I'm just adding this in as a bonus video. And as you can see, it didn't hold very long. But yeah, you practice, you can make it balance. And that's what I enjoy about the fighting bodies. It allows me to do things like that, where the figure we're able to hold just long enough to even take the shot. Most of the time, that's so difficult to do in general, like you can't even do it. So I'm going to keep that in this review so people can see that most of the time the shots that I do are actually done with balance. I like to try to do it that way. Just in case you didn't know, Tiger the Dark actually comes with 2 sets of hands. You get closed fists and you get the open palms. Oops. That actually come with this, the opening, like Kaneko Man. So it's pretty cool. If you haven't already, please go watch Tiger Mask Double. I've talked about it several times now at this point. I really think people would enjoy it. But in the meantime, guys, I hope you're enjoying. I hope you're drinking your water. I hope this helped you. I hope it inspired you. Stay out of trouble. Do good. Be good. And don't be a bad guy. You know, German suplex everybody and everything. Have fun. Later.